I'm sorry for the little hiccup. We did start again. As I said, I'll always come back. But the viewers don't seem to be coming back. So everybody should know by now I come back. Okay, vintage wisdom. I'm feeling like there's going to be some sort of harmony, marriage type oracle come up. Can you understand being anxious about an exam, Corgi Duo? Yes, I do always come back. Oh, Scorpios are always born from the ashes. Thank you, Horse-Drawn Portrait. But I feel like there's stress about an exam or stress about you're submitting your graduate. Okay. Corgi Duo, I know I don't know what you're submitting, but I feel like it needs your master's program. I feel like it needs to address changing societal values. I'm seeing, like, I know society is changing. Let's face it, in Australia they're talking about a cashless society. And I feel there's acceptance, but I feel there's greater acceptance with an acknowledgement of changing society and the difficulties surrounding it, because I feel like it is in a social area. There you go. I knew it had something to do with the changing face of society. And that's a smart one, Corgi Duo. Because art education is different than just drawing now. It's online. You know, it's using a tablet. So and some people are comfortable with it, others not. I'm not. I would much rather have something to touch physically, but I feel that's a challenge going forward. So yes, I'm glad that I reiterated what was recommended to you by the program director. It does sound awesome, Horse-Drawn Portrait. It sounds amazing. Because art therapy, a lot of people don't understand art therapy as a therapy. And art therapy can be one of the most liberating experiences for the teacher and for the student. Wisdom. I'm going to have to put this in a better place. No. Camera. There you go. Wisdom. Yes, art should be accessible to everyone, but with technology it's not. Because not everybody has access to the grade of technology needed to be artistic. And hopefully that makes sense if I say it that way. And Virgo Senpai, there are people that will be boosted in front of you because of the hype train. I'm getting there. Hype train and subs. And Jing redeeming a skip the queue. But with this card, I'm not only getting wisdom, but yes, I know. Museums and art galleries, etc. There's some adjustments. In Australia, I know it's very different. We can access any of our museums if we're an Australian citizen. As an alumnus of 2 universities, or I don't know what it's called overseas. I know in America it's called something different. But as an alumnus of 2 universities here in Australia, I get to access their libraries online. And that's a wonderful thing, because Monash University, one of my main universities, actually has the best rare book library ever. And yeah, if someone can think of the word that's used for past successful students of universities in other countries, let me know. But yes, as an alumnus of 2 universities, alumni, is that what Canada uses, Corgi Duo? The US have another one. Graduated, yeah. There's one above the graduated thing. The US have another term for it, and I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But with this, I'm getting alumni is what's used in North America. Okay, they also use another term. I can't remember what it is. I'll have to think about it. It'll come to me as soon as I start to fall asleep tonight. Don't worry, it does that. Valedictorian. I was valedictorian of my first graduation at Monash in psychology. Valedictorian is the person who is voted by the students. But to be voted by the students, you had to be in the high marks. So everyone in the high marks was put as a valedictorian, and the students voted on who contributed most to their learning experience. So valedictorian's a bit different, and it varies because some people just go by the marks, and some universities here, cum laude, summa cum laude and magna cum laude, that's honours. Horse-drawn portrait, you're right there. It does have to do with education. Summa cum laude is with honours. Magna cum laude is with high honours. And there's nothing fancy. They just use Latin sometimes to confuse things. They just use Latin to confuse things. It's like universities themselves want to be elitist. And I've never bought that. It's like, why do you want to be elite? It's like, if you've got good graduates out there in the workforce, they're going to sprout. They're going to promote. They don't need Latin after their names. Anyway, wisdom. Victoria Moseley says about wisdom: the last rays of the setting sun fall on this portrayal of Athena. There you go, Athena, I know you're in the queue. Here we go. Fall on this portrayal of mythic Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, and her wise protector, the little owl, Athena Noctua. See, they're throwing in Latin even in this book. And I only know it because I was raised Catholic. Ha! As stealthily night hunters, owls are revered as powerful totems. They have the ability to see things others miss, coupled with the acute sense of instinct. In ancient Greek mythology, Athena was said to have a blind side on which the owl would sit, enabling her to see the whole truth. Welcome in, Blue Moss Dragonair. Oh, in a sorority, I managed to avoid that clique. But anyway, let's see. Enabling her to see the whole truth. She wears a rose, symbolic of love and the marriage between love and truth. I knew there was going to be something about marriage stuff. The marriage between love and truth. After all, without love, there can be no wisdom. By drawing this card, you are invited to contemplate the far-ranging consequence of important decisions. Athena calls you to reflect upon valuable insights gained from your life experiences and to decipher truth from half-truth. Wisdom is earned through the human experience of trial and error. By trusting your inner voice over the voices of others, the willingness to learn from experience and be objective about the mistakes reveals the mighty value of wisdom. And I got that right from the start for you, Corgi Duo. You were right not to engage in the disrespect. You were right. Yes. And I feel this program that you're entering for Masters, it's like an opening rose. I can almost smell the perfume. A clever mind can be an asset or an enemy, but it is by no means a measure of wisdom or spiritual intelligence. There we go. That's exactly what I was talking about in the chat. There is a world of difference between the two. Never mistake knowledge for wisdom. One helps you to make a living. The other helps you to make a life. If you find yourself in a predicament, Athena reminds you to use wisdom to quieten the mind and shine a light on that which is needed to be seen. That is a beautiful oracle to draw. Corgi Duo. That is an awesome oracle to draw. And it's strange that we were talking about there's a world of difference between being educated and, as I forget whether it was Nero or Horse Drawn Portrait that said educated or wise. I have to go back in the chat now. Educated or wise. Who said that? It's not showing up in my chat. Oh, there we go. Nero. I was right, Nero. Nero said there's a difference between being educated and being wise. No, Nero, you said it. I went back in the chat and checked. Ha! You're both important. Mwah. But Corgi Duo, I do feel like the wisdom of life and your experiences with life are going to be invaluable going forward, both in your personal life and in your chosen career path. I almost get the sense of you being an academic. That's the wisdom I get from it. And wisdom isn't about being university educated. Anybody with money can get a university education. They can even get people to sit their exams for them. But being wise, you can, yeah, exactly. 1 year of classes, 1 year of writing a thesis. I did mine in 1 year. Aren't I stupid? Aren't I stupid? I did it in 1 year. Yeah. I do get academic. And I know it was a lot. Did I regret it by the end of that 12 months? I took 3 months off after. That's how exhausting it was. I took 3 months of doing just basic checkout chick work because I was physically and mentally exhausted. But Corgi Duo, I do see you being on the more academic side of things. And the academic side of things is introducing others to the importance of life experience. And your life experience is immense. I do have to say your your upbringing, your worldly mobility, your understanding of cultures is invaluable. Yeah. And I do feel that is where your academic life is going to lead you. So hopefully that resonates. And thank you for getting me to a hype train. Duck explortony. Duck explortony. That is a mouthful for me. Oh. And remember to apply the wisdom to your relationship as well. And it's okay to be vulnerable as long as you don't live in it. It's like, express to your person exactly what you're feeling. Oh, I just call you Tony. Thank you, Tony. That is so awesome of you. So call you duo. Mwah. Thank you. And thank you for getting me to a hype train. But yes, I see that your wisdom is going to set you in good stead going forward, both romantically and academically. Thank you for the hydrate. I need it. I haven't had much coffee today, have I, guys? I mean, oh, Sabs, thank you for the hydrate. I wish it was alcohol today. No, thank you, Corgi Duo. Oh, is that what you think, Lady Palace Athena? Are you a stalker, Tony? Oh, thank you for them. Oh, you threw more bits. Mwah. You're lovely. Okay, posture check. Link Retro, I'm doing the posture check. Oh, I hope I do. It's a bit risque, but we'll get there. I just have to put up the list because I know it needs tending to. Oh, sweet dreams, Corgi Duo. Okay, now, Link Retro, you are next. Okay. And then I have to move chaos. Then I have to move... I'll get there. Okay, Link Retro. Yes, Virgo, there was a hype train and everybody who threw generously at the hype train actually has been boosted. I believe I did say that. And subs get boosted anyway. So this is how it goes. Oh no, thank you, Link Retro. As Corgi Duo mentioned, it was my second hype train in 1 month. So I've had 2 hype trains in a month. Now, you've been looking forward to it. I haven't seen you in ages in my chat, so welcome back. Oh, thank you. It was amazing. I was shocked. You've been working on in real life stuff. Oh, I actually met somebody from the spiritualist movement who does readings using chakra energy. Similar to the way I do, but I tune into handles. But I feel the work on the sacral chakra, or it's called something different now, isn't it? the sacrum, I think they call it, because they've taken the AL off, because that, yeah, sacral chakra and sacrum. There you go. They made the UM, and this is going back to Latin stuff. They made it the UM because the sacrum is non-gender specific, where sacral is the AL, means the male and female. Yeah, so that's why they changed it. Just a little bit of education for everybody. And I know you're a linguist too. It's, yeah, it is. Sacrum is actually non-gender specific. So we've gone into that. And I do believe there is, can I say there's I don't think they've changed the name of the coccyx, the bone at the base of the spine. I feel like there's some pain there too for you, Link Retro. Please get it checked out if you haven't already. Coccyx, yeah. Please get it checked out. A lot of pressure. As I said, please get it checked out if you haven't already. And I get the for sure. Okay. Because I do feel like there is... no, it's not posture issues that I was picking up. I feel that the pressure on the coccyx has to do with the sacral chakra matter. But please get it checked out by a doctor. And it's going to take a little while for you to work on sacral. Yeah. And can you understand feeling society rejected? I do get a lot of self-love, but I get society rejected. And also, hey Princess Boo Boo, welcome in. How was your trip? I didn't get to catch as many streams as, but just remember that certain animals in the animal kingdom were once rejected. And this is why probably I went into a whole Latin spiel. Because there are creatures in society that were once rejected, such as the moth and the butterfly. They were considered dirty because they landed on things. And I want to say, keep the self-love going. Yeah, I know. Most people don't. Butterflies have become a little bit more acceptable because they look pretty. But, oh, thank you, Link Retro. But take action. Oh, Corgi Duo, thank you for the gift sub to Link Retro. Because I am getting you taking action towards that older part of yourself. And I feel like examining in the sacral region or the sacrum region is benefiting you in a way that will allow you to be accepted by the community again. And don't be tempted by the pretties, okay? You know, oh, darling, that's adorable. You know, don't be tempted by the pretties. People that throw compliments for compliment's sake. Yeah. Try not to be tempted. I feel like they've led you astray before. And I do see you re-entering society at an educational level. And can you understand where there's a dictionary being reassessed? It's like, I know times move quickly now, and how we act in society moves different now. It used to be that, say, the Oxford Dictionary, for example, was re-examined every 10 years. But I feel like they've sped that up. It's now being re-examined every 2 years. And I do feel that there's a need for it to be re-examined more. Yeah, time is definitely speeding up. And there are phrases in the Oxford Dictionary that don't exist now. And I feel something needs to be... in Australia, we have the Macquarie Dictionary as Australian English. So wherever you are, work it out as what your English is. I feel it needs reassessing because of the amount of unused terminology. And I feel you could actually be the one pointing it out or directing people's attention to it. And I do believe it's almost like it's a dream job. It's almost like, yeah, it's a dream job. And you never knew how to be considered for it. I feel the US does rely on the Oxford Dictionary for some reason, but you're worried about the stress, exposing yourself to society quickly, and the stress that would come with it. I want to say that knowledge would be a more important focus. And your actions in times of stress. I feel that is a worry. It has kept you out of the limelight. I see it has kept you out of the limelight. I feel that you're ready to re-enter. And I want to say there's certain traditions that you would be aware of that haven't lost their relevance. So I'm using this as an example. It's like the tea service, the Japanese tea service, for example. There you go. Animist. Yeah, it's a very old faith. It was incorporated into a lot of different faiths. So, yes. But I do feel like there is the subtleties of... No, I was trying to work out with someone what people that eat raw foods or foods that fall off trees was called. And an animist is what they're called. Animology is a different area. So you know, the evolution of your parking lot and how the puddles form. Oh, tell me about it. The potholes are ridiculous in the roads, in where I live anyway. But back to your read, Link Retro. I'm picking up that the subtleties of high society in terms of how to treat others and how to interact, what spoon or fork to use, is right up your alley. And I do feel that you will fit in, but there's a fear of not fitting in. Yeah, which spoon or fork to use. Or knife. Most people don't know that there's a different knife for entree to main. But you work from the outside in, you eventually get the right one. But yeah, if you can just remember there are rules that you can follow, And I think that's what I'm getting at with knowing the right fork or spoon or knife to use. It's working from the outside in. So acknowledge the external, because I feel like this is just as simple as a letter pointing something out. It's as simple as a commentary pointing out the need for it, but in a private way, not on a social forum, that will see your knowledge respected. The fitting in part, work from the outside in. And acknowledge the external. If someone's wearing a nice suit, yeah, you can share your knowledge more, but do it in a private letter to an organization, an institution. And if they respond, you'll know. And once you get into the social, work from the outside in. Acknowledge someone if they're wearing a nice suit. Acknowledge somebody's ideas. That's the outside of you. And work from the outside in. Blue light, welcome in. Work from the outside in. And I feel that theory of working from the outside in will actually help you. Oh, thank you, Link Retro. Outside in. Work from the outside in. Yep, acknowledge the external. Keep acknowledging the external, and when your knowledge is required, then work from the inside. So, and thank you for helping me get to the hype train. And hopefully that resonates, because I do see there's an opportunity. Thank you, Goldhouse, for doing the shout out. Oh, thank you, Link Retro. I'm glad it was that evidential for you, Link Retro. And thank you for being part of the hype that got me to a hype train. Now, I do have to look at the list. I believe I've got it sort of sorted out. Okay, I do need to bump Chaos. Then I need to bump Jing. Okay. Oops, the daisies. Okay. Okay. Chaos Sucks, you're next. And Jing did redeem the bump up in Q. Oh dear. I can't even keep my mouse still. There. Okay. Now, Chaos. Okay. I feel the name resonates with the energy at the moment. I feel there's a push-pull with what you want to do versus what you should do. And the shoulds are winning at the moment, unfortunately. I feel there's I want to say you have high ethics, as in doing right, and as I said earlier in the stream, doing right is never wrong, or you're never wrong if you do the right thing. I feel you have quite high ethics, Chaos Sucks. And I want to say at this time, it's actually giving you nightmares. It's like a lot of pressure. And I also feel there's been wasted effort. It resonates. Can you understand the wasted effort? Don't worry, Virgo Senpai, you're still there. I just do have to boost subs. I do have to boost people that got me the hype train. Okay, there's a lot of affection here though. Even though it's quite tiresome, with little thanks, I do get that there's quite a lot of emotion tied to it. And I am picking up an anniversary of there's an anniversary coming up. I'm not sure whether it's a birthday or an anniversary of passing. I feel like someone's birthday is Christmas Eve, or the 23rd or 24th. /23rd or 24th. Just let me know if those dates resonate. Your parents' anniversary is the 16th. Okay. No, I feel if you look back in the family, there is someone who passed. 16th is also... Oh, you talked about it on the stream before. Don't trigger anybody. You don't have to, including yourself. I'd love to say, oh yeah, that's what I was picking up, but it's not. I'm picking up the 23rd or the 24th, and I feel like it is someone, as I said, it was an anniversary of passing or birthday. I actually have to go with the passing on this one. I feel like someone passed away or someone died on the 23rd or 24th of December. And I feel it was by their own hand. Yeah. I know with the dates of things, I'm pretty awful too. But I do feel like someone passed by their own hand. And what that means, just for anybody who's viewing, what that means is that if someone passed by their own hand or died by their own hand, it just means their own actions led towards their death. And there's always a regret. And so if you are in that frame of mind, and trust me, that's a trigger for me too. If you are in that frame of mind, please seek someone to talk to about it. Please seek help. Because you would be surprised the amount of people who are sad when you're not there. And I've seen people who really do believe that they have no one to turn around and have everybody to turn to once they've passed, when it's too late. So I feel like there's a sense of repeating, of repetitiveness. Chaos, if you can understand that, it's like repeating. Okay. You can. feel there's also a lot of pressure on you to provide to, like, I know me, I don't have children of my own. I've got 10 nieces and nephews who now have children of their own. And I'm going to a Christmas function as a solo. And I'm still expected to provide the sisterly share. And it's like, hello, I'm just one person. But I feel that that pressure is similar for you. It's a pleasurable pressure, but also a pressure nonetheless. It's a pressure to provide. Yeah, but I feel the expectation on you is excessive. It's excessive. It's beyond what would normally be expected. And I feel you just want to hide away. I know you said your triggering anniversary is the 16th. Can I ask, was it 10 years ago? I have to ask because I'm getting like, I want to hide away. It's just like a big reminder. Thank you for doing the shout out, Gold Hairs. It was 4. No, I didn't get that. I got 10. I can't change the 10. Have a think about it in your quiet moments. But I want to say your hard work is going to be celebrated this year. Oh, 10 years ago was when you decided, okay. It was a matter of when at that point. You stuck around for 6 years. You remind me of myself. I did that stupid thing. I stuck around too long. It's almost like curiosity gets the better of you. And yep, there it is, curiosity. But there's someone around you going through exactly the same thing right now. I have to say exactly the same thing right now. And you're just wanting to hide away. It's too much for you to handle. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't necessarily put the LMFAO at the bottom of it unless it's the I'm sexy and I know it. So please sing that song because I do get that energy. I also get the energy of picking the pieces up for everybody and like a word of thank you would be nice. Hey Enzo. Still driving. Good idea. Yes, don't join the stream and drive at the same time. But Chaos, there is a celebration at the end of it. I don't get this read at all, but I know what I'm picking up. I feel you will be celebrated. There's a fear here of same old thing or Groundhog Day. There's a feeling here of like, yeah, Groundhog Day where every experience is the same experience. But I feel this time is different because there is something to be celebrated. And it's your achievement. I feel you've achieved a certain milestone that you can be proud of. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if there is something to do with jumping into astrology. Okay. And Real 3J, welcome for the first time in the chat. But Chaos, I'm picking up this energy of, even though it doesn't feel like there's harmony, there will be. So Chaos, if you can understand that you're wanting harmony, I'm picking up a desire for harmony here. Yeah. I feel like you won't have to hope for much longer. I see desire coming about. And Easy Jiffy, welcome in. Just use timeouts for yourself is what I'm picking up, because there's a whole emotion. You're definitely feeling the shift. Good. Because I'm getting emotional when I think of it. Just let me know if that relates, Chaos. I'm getting emotional when I think of it. Oh, just know that there's harmony. So, and seriously, I was getting emotional, so I am going to have to take a $5. I know there are people in the queue that have been waiting. I do appreciate you so much for waiting. And I will get to you, but Jing, you are next. You've got that much time to get back in the... Oh, you're still there in the queue. Good. So I just have to cleanse myself. I will be back in a moment. Yes, Jing, I just have to take a break. I will be back to do your reads. And I know there are people that are waiting. Oh, look, Chaos, I understand it. It's my choice to tune into energy. It's just, I do what I have to do. You don't have to apologize for anything. I just really know that you're going to move over that shift, that emotional shift. And I know it's going to be in a good way, in a celebratory way. So keep repeating that to yourself, because I see it happening naturally, but I can feel the emotion now. So just bear that in mind. And I will be back as soon as I can. If I get kicked off stream, I do come back.